Hey everybody, Susan Morgan Taylor back here with you for the Art of Connection series. Have you ever had, I think most of us have had that experience of really feeling like our partner just doesn't get us and or feeling like our emotions or our feelings are not welcome or maybe too much or somehow that we shouldn't be feeling the thing that we're feeling. So I know probably all of us can relate to that, to being in a relationship where our partner's emotions feel really inconvenient or we just don't understand them. And a lot of times what that ends up turning into is one person convincing the other person as to why they shouldn't feel that way. Like, well, you shouldn't feel upset because I didn't intend to hurt you. Or you shouldn't be sad because there's so many other good things to be happy about. And unfortunately, what happens when we do that, that's really like a way of really deeply invalidating a person's emotional reality of what's actually going on for them at the moment. And one of the things I talked about at the very beginning of this series, if you haven't watched the other videos, after you watch this one, go back and do that. But the first fundamental human need that we all have, and this is universal, we all have the need to be understood, the need to literally feel understood, to feel like our partner gets us. And the thing with this is, what's hard about this is that understanding is actually, it's really a skill set. And there's some really simple tools that I've been teaching throughout this series, and I have more stuff coming down the pipe. So like stay with me and be sure to like and subscribe and like tune into this series so you can get all the good juicy nuggets I'm going to share with you on this. But really, it's a skill that we need to learn. And there are really very simple communication structures that can help us convey understanding to another person. It's really largely just a shift in our language, number one. But number two, it's also really a shift in our kind of the way that we're showing up in the relationship. The most difficult piece with everything that I'm teaching you in this series is really how to relax and become what I might say, like, to be humble. What happens when we're triggered is we are in fight or flight mode. Our prefrontal cortex, this part of our brain that can, make logical decisions, that can have empathy and take another person's perspective, that part of our brain goes totally offline when we are activated and triggered. And the part of our brain that comes online is the part that wants to fight, run away, hide, and the part of us that will see our partner literally as the enemy, like the thing to be, like, not literally killed, but like literally to fight against that. We see the other person as our enemy, and that's really just a function of our humanness and our human nervous system and kind of how our brains are wired. So the skills that I'm teaching you in this Art of Connection series are beautiful, extremely simple and extremely efficient and incredibly powerful skills that when you master them, you literally become a master at creating connection and helping another person to have the experience of being understood, even if maybe logically you still don't understand, like, why they're upset. Why are you angry? Why are you sad? It makes no sense. There's no reason to be sad. Stop crying. There's no reason to cry. Like, all these things we do to talk somebody out of their emotional state, it really almost never works. And a lot of times what happens instead is it turns into more conflict. That person might get really defensive. They might feel judged. They might feel like they have to start explaining themselves. They might feel shame for feeling something because they don't have a reason. Like maybe they're crying and they don't really know why they're crying. And now you've just made them feel like they have to have some like reason to cry. And I think we do that to ourselves as well, right? Like, I don't know why I'm sad. I shouldn't be sad. Like we talk ourselves out of our own emotions and feelings a lot of times as well. But in a relational space, I'm going to give you a super magical secret ninja communication hack. This is like a secret sauce that you can use anytime you are feeling maybe overwhelmed by someone else's emotions or confused by them, or maybe you think someone shouldn't be feeling something. What I would love to invite you to do is to use this line, use this lead-in. It makes sense that you feel that way. It makes sense that you feel that way. And it makes sense that you feel that way because. So this is a super powerful little hack that you can use, but what it requires is your ability to really kind of lean back a little bit and to see the other person and to kind of see their experience through their eyes. So typically what we want to do is, again, we want to argue, we want to say all the reasons, well, you shouldn't feel that way because I didn't mean that, or I didn't do that on purpose, or I didn't know that I did that. So almost like you're trying to talk them out of their feelings. Like they don't have a right to feel that. So what you can do is you can have the wherewithal to pull this little tool out of your toolkit in these moments where this is happening and really just work to see the other person and to see their experience. It could even sound something like, you might say something like, I can see that you're really upset right now. And it makes sense that you're upset about that because that was something that was really important to you. So the little secret sauce in here, I actually kind of gave you two things in that, but if you can just remember to see the other person from their own experience, almost if like you were inside their body, experiencing the world through their skin, their eyes, their feelings, and you just bring in these words. It makes sense that you feel that because it makes sense that you feel that. So that's your Ninja Communication hack for this episode of the Art of Connection series. And I'd love to hear what you think of this. Have you ever used this? Have you tried this? Why don't you go try it and come back and let me know how it goes. And I will see you back for another video here soon with another really cool relationship hack that will help you turn conflict into connection and become a ninja master at the art of connection.